Long ago, there was a kingdom by name Kosala. It was a fertile land. The king of Kosala was a good man, but he was fond overmuch of hunting deer. Once in 2 days, he gathered his men and went for a deer hunt. As usual, one day the king sent his men to arrange for people for going on a deer hunt.
Hi, man. What are you waiting for? Start early. The king is waiting for you.
But I have to sow my field today.
My cows have to be milked.
My child has to be taken to the school today. How dare!
If you disobey the king's orders, you will be put to death.
The villagers had to follow the soldiers. On returning that night, the villagers had a discussion.
This deer hunt is becoming a pain day by day.
All our work is disturbed.
Let's think of a way out.
The next day, all the villagers met in a common place to find a solution.
If the forest is near, we need not spend so much time going in and coming out.
The king goes only to hunt deer. If we could bring all the deer here, our problem would be solved.
What do you mean?
Let's make a deer park.
But where? In the small woods nearby.
We could dig a lake there, make a fence and strong gate.
Wonderful idea. Let's work on it from today.
The villagers worked hard to get the deer park ready in 2 months' time.
Look, the lake is dug and filled with rainwater.
And there is enough grass for several deer to graze.
But how do we get the deer here?
We must go to the jungle with clubs and sticks.
Beat the bushes till the deer come out of hiding.
We will drive them to the deer park and close the gate.
On the appointed day, the villagers set out to gather the deer. Armed with weapons and accompanied by loud music, the group entered the jungle. A wise young deer by name Nandiya saw the mob.
These men appear to be hunters. I must try to save my father and mother at any cost.
He rushed to his parents.
Father, you and Mom hide behind the shrub. When the men come in this direction, I will run ahead and the hunters will chase me. I will escape somehow.
Dear,
don't risk yourself. We don't mind getting caught instead. Mother, don't worry. I will escape somehow.
As he had guessed, when he ran out of the bushes, the hunters did not search the bushes. Instead, they chased Nandiya towards the deer park.
Good. My parents are saved.
Nandiya's parents were very much upset. The villagers rushed to the king to tell him the good news.
all of you look thrilled. What's the matter?
Your Majesty, we have built a new deer park for you.
We have gathered several varieties of deer in the park.
From now on, Your Highness need not go to the forest for hunting.
It's surprising to hear the great news. I appreciate your affection for me.
The king gave a big treat to all the villagers for their efforts. The deer gathered in the deer park realized that their fate was sealed.
We are all destined to be killed sooner or later.
The king comes and kills one of us every day.
An old deer in the group suggested an idea.
Dear friends, instead of dying in fear every day, let's assign turns. We will face death one by one.
All right, this seems to be a better idea.
Nandiya's turn was yet to come. He spent his days peacefully grazing in the park, but his parents in the jungle missed him a lot. One day, they met a traveler going to the deer park.
If you're going to the deer park, I request you to pass on a message to our son who's there. Will you do it?
Certainly. Tell me, what should I do?
My son Nandiya is there. Tell him that his aged parents long to see him.
Don't worry, I will inform your son.
After reaching the park, the traveler inquired about Nandiya.
Who's Nandiya here?
It's me! It's me!
Your aged parents long to see you.
I can even jump over the fence and go, but I will not do so.
Why not?
I'm indebted to the king for feeding me so long. I also have a bond with the other deer here. I just can't run away.
Do as you wish.
A few days later, Nandiya's turn came to face the king. Nandiya stood before the king. The king was surprised to find the deer standing in front of him.
Every day the deer run helter and skelter when they see me, but this one is standing like a rock. How strange.
The king stood with surprise, gazing at Nandiya.
Your Majesty, why are you not shooting your arrows on me?
Aren't you scared?
No, it's my duty. My friends trust me, and I should face your arrows for their sake. Shoot at me, Your Majesty.
I cannot.
May I know the reason?
Admiring your strength and braveness, this arrow hesitates to hit you. Forgive me.
Great King, I request you to free the other deer in the park too.
I will free everyone. I will not harm even the other animals in the forest.
Nandiya came near the king and kissed his feet. The next day, there was a public announcement.
Listen carefully. Dear citizens, hunting of animals is henceforth banned in this kingdom.
The animals were very happy and thanked Nandiya. Nandiya met his parents, came back and stayed with the king forever. Once, there was a very wealthy man who owned a large herd of cattle. He hired a monkey to look after them. The monkey used to take the cattle to the forest every day and bring them back home safely. During the time of year when the fields were filled with the green paddy, the monkey took the cattle to the forest to graze. From there, he brought the milk, butter and cheese to the rich man. It just so happened that being in the forest put the cattle in a very frightening situation. There was a cunning tiger which lived nearby. The tiger was very ferocious. One day, when the cattle were grazing, the monkey caught the scent of the tiger. He herded back all the cattle safely home. Sensing the presence of the tiger kept the cattle in constant fear. This made the cows tense and high-strung, leaving them too weak to give more than a little milk. One day, the owner of the cattle called the monkey.
Why are you bringing such a small quantity of milk, butter and cheese?
Sir, cows need to be calm and contented to give much milk. Due to a lurking tiger, your cows are always afraid and tense, so they give less milk.
I see. Can we find a hunter who can kill the tiger?
Sir, the tiger has already killed hunters.
Highly ferocious, yeah?
Very cunning too.
How do you say that?
A friend of mine, a swan, helped him when he was sick by giving him food. But when he recovered, he called her and made a dinner of her.
How cruel! So any time my cattle are at risk.
Sir, if you permit me, I have an idea to kill the tiger.
Tell me.
Sir, there happens to be a variety of deer living in the forest. They are called mini deer because they are so small. Even the adults only grow up to be about 1 foot tall. The tiger has become very friendly with a certain mini deer. We can capture the tiger's friend and rub poison all over her body. Then we can wait for a couple of days before releasing her. She will be like a bait to trap the tiger.
Excellent idea. My cows will be at peace and will be able to give their usual milk. They will be safe and happy again. But who can bring the mini deer?
I can lure a deer with some grass and bring him here.
According to the plan, the monkey brought the mini deer. The owner smeared the body of the mini deer with poison. And after a day, it was left in the forest. When the tiger saw his favorite mini deer back, he was so overjoyed that he threw all caution to the winds. Without even sniffing the air around her, he immediately began licking her excitedly all over. Because of too much joy and too little caution, he fell into the poisonous trap. The tiger died on the spot. The owner was very happy and appreciated the clever monkey.
You have saved all my cattle from the tiger.
The cunning will fall into cunningly conceived traps.
From then on, the monkey took the cattle to the forest, and all the cattle grazed happily in the forest. Too much of anything can be dangerous.